Hey students, I wanted to show you real quick how you can get how you can get both VirtualBox and Ubuntu. For VirtualBox, you'll just simply go to virtualbox.org, and you'll go to downloads. And I do want to make sure you understand it's preferred that you only get VirtualBox from the VirtualBox site. Don't go downloading it from um, Forrest Gump's great downloads website. Make sure you get it from the official site so you don't get anything that's got cooties in it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to download for your particular machine at home. As you can see, there's Windows hosts, there's OS hosts, OS X hosts, which is basically Apple. We got Linux distribution and a couple of other ones in there. So most of you are going to download for the Windows host. You're simply going to click on that. You're going to save a file, and away it goes. It's going to save it in your downloads file. Okay, and then from there you're going to click on it, and once you get it, make sure you give your virus scanner time to scan it, and then it's pretty much it's a guided installation, so you don't have to worry too much about it. So I'm not going to go into that. There's plenty of other YouTube videos out there to cover that. Now for Ubuntu, go to ubuntu.com, simply hit on downloads. And poof, like magic, up it comes, all right? You're going to want to, for my fall 2021 and beyond sessions for now, you're going to want the 20.04 long-term support. I think that they support it for 4 years, the group that maintains it. So you're going to want that one. I may have in some of your homework where you got to use Ubuntu 16 or Ubuntu 18. It's just preferred now that you go ahead and you use with the default one that comes up. Now, if you do, if you want to look at some of the older versions, what you can do is simply come down here and you can look for, let me see here. You can look in downloads, and it's under alternative downloads. Okay. They do have a network installer, just so you know. The network installer, let me chat about that real quick. The network installer, it does a live installation, and with that, what will happen is you'll select, it's a very small ISO, all right, and basically an ISO is it's a way of organizing files so that it makes them real easy to use, so it's basically an installation file, if you will. ISOs can also be used for other forms of software and things like that, but if you're looking for an older version of Ubuntu, like if you do want to try 16 or 18 for some reason, maybe you got an older computer, what you can do is you can go to the alternatives, drop down to the United States or whatever country you want to use, and then you simply select the mirror that you'd like to use. I normally like to use universities because fortunately at universities we have tons and tons of throughput on our internet and our pipeline, so I like to use those instead of some of the companies because it'll download normally a lot faster. So you'll click on whichever one you want to use, HTTPS, PHTTP, and then you'll click on the version you want and you'll find your particular ISO. So we'll go there, and right here it has the desktop, it has a server, whichever one you can download it, and when you click on that, it will then be stored to your downloads folder. So don't call me asking me, or don't write me saying, hey, where's the file? Normally, depending on how you have your system set up, it's going to store to your downloads file. So that's getting Ubuntu and getting VirtualBox. Both of those should download. Once you get them, make sure you install VirtualBox first. It's a guided prompt installation process. It's very easy to do, so easy a caveman can do it. So good luck with that. That shows you how to get them. Again, in the fall 2021 and beyond, let's use the Ubuntu 20.04 and beyond. Just for installation purposes and maintenance purposes. I don't think you'll have any problems with it. Now, one caveat on that, if you're using an older machine, if you're using an older laptop, whatever the case is, you may want to download one of the older versions. The reason for that is memory, RAM memory on your computer is everything when you're creating virtual environments. And if you have an older computer that's only 4 gigs of local RAM, it'll still load, it'll still run, but it's going to be very, very slow. So the more RAM you have, the faster the system's going to be. So I do recommend that if you can, you use a more current computer, especially if you're dealing with laptops. Sometimes desktops, it's not as bad, but laptops, a lot of them are proprietary, a lot of them have different memory handling. So I do suggest that if you get an older laptop that that maybe if you have one and you can afford to, get a machine that's a little bit more updated and has at least 8 gigs. I see it, they're out there now. They got laptops with 12 gigs. They're a little bit pricey in my opinion, especially considering people like me. I get a laptop, I only have it for a year or two, and normally it goes in the back on the shelf, and I get the latest version that's out just because I do a lot of work and a lot of virtual machine work. So keep in mind, RAM memory is everything, so take that into consideration. All right, that covers getting the 2 downloads and what you need to do. Good luck and have a good day.